All right, guys, welcome back. I am Titus, your host. Thank you for joining me again today on this episode, and thank you for tuning in every time we drop an episode. You guys are awesome, and we're doing good on the charts. We appreciate that. It fluctuates all the time, but that's just how it is, and we are so thankful for your guys' support. So again, I took more questions. There was pages and pages of questions on things and help and some other stuff we're wanting to work on as far as to help people, but I'm also going to do a lot of episodes about these questions that you guys had on Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram and you're on there, follow us at Mid Valley Mercenaries. We're also on do YouTube videos if you would like to watch YouTube hunts. I am drinking, this cup's got something on it. I am drinking a Baja Blast out of the can, but then I had to put it nice, which is not going to be as good. Kind of watered down. But anyways, the title of this is I've got too much gear. And I hear you guys. People are saying, how in the world can I downgrade and get the most basically bang for my buck and get the gear that out there that I need without like killing myself to where it's just draping off me and there's, got all this hanging off my shoulders and my back and this and that. Well, I do got a solution for you, and that is several things. One thing is you don't need as many decoys as you think you need. I think a lot of times we've got this perception that we need 6 dozen decoys. There is a time and place for that, and there is times that I do like that. Do I think you have to have that to kill ducks? Absolutely not. But when you're trying to cut back and you've got a long hike in, and there's a lot of people that do a lot of hiking and hunting, whether even if it's on a refuge or out on public land, out in the sticks and in the middle of Michigan or wherever you're at, and you've got to trudge to go and you've got to walk. You want the best setup, but you don't want to kill yourself doing it. Now, there's just times you're just going to have to do that. That just might be the price you have to pay, because in my opinion, if you've been scouting a spot and you see how many birds are there, that's kind of what you want to make it look like, in my opinion. Like they say in fishing, match the hatch. But anyways, one thing that I can tell you, a huge thing that could solve a lot of those problems if you really want to downgrade. Now, have faith in this, okay? Because I think a lot of the problem is I know how we are as duck hunters. We're like, okay, this is all I'm taking. I'm not taking no more than this. This is it right here. I'm taking 12 decoys, my stuff, my snacks, my calls, my gun, my shells, and I'm going to call it good right there. And then by the time we get out there and we're unpacking everything, we're like, okay, I better take this too. I better take this too. Ends up being overwhelming. But for on the decoy side of it, I want to say this. Get yourself a motion ducks. We worked on and off with motion ducks. We don't have nothing going on right now at the moment, but I always push them because I'm telling you, that is it right there. That's the trick, man, is motion. Yes, me and Thomas talked about in the last episode, you could use pulsators. Higdon makes them, and those are really good. You could use Mojo. They have the shaking ones, whatever. Those are all great things. But if you're wanting to go light, the Higdon pulsators are kind of heavy. Because they've got the pump on them, they've got the battery, and then they've got the hard plastic decoy, and a little bit of the plumbing that goes with that. So that's kind of heavy. Now, that being said, if you want to take 2, this is what I would do. Okay, let me look it up real quick. Give you the exact name. I don't know why my mind went blank all of a sudden, because I listen to him use him all the time. Hold on a second here. I'm just kind of shooting off the cuff here because I know what I could tell you, and I just don't want to give you wrong answers. Just going to type in waterfowl Decoy Backpack, which that's not really what a lot of these places call it, but that's right, Rig 'em Right. So Rig 'em Right has what's called the Refuge Runner. You can get it at Sportsman's Warehouse for $149.99. I have that one, okay? And so with that one, you can carry your shotgun. This is all on your back now, mind you, okay? So maybe I'll start here and work my way down to my tighter setup. So my biggest setup, and that I use on the refuge that has roads and that is walkable with a cart where you can push a cart, I use Rogers 600-pound rated decoy cart, and then I put a sled, a jet sled. Why is my mind going blank on that? Jet sled. Jet sled. I've been using it for 20 years and I can't think of exactly, but jet sled. You can put it on Amazon. For some reason that just don't sound right. Anyways, you can use that. So put the cart, put that in there, and then stick all your decoys and all your stuff in there. And you can get the regular size one, the medium, the large, or the XL. I think I got like an XXL or something. I got a massive one and I love it. Because now I have a dog and I'm carrying his dog stand, and which is really pretty much it for him. But it's just that dog stand's kind of big and bulky and it just fits good. Now back to what I was saying, that's the big setup. That's when I'm trying to carry a ton of decoys in. Sometimes me and Thomas will both take a cart piece full of decoys. It's just if we're hunting big open water, like where there's no tules, no cover, and it's just huge water, that's when you'll set a massive spread. At least that's what we'll do. Now we're trying to go a little bit more of a I don't want to push nothing. I can't push nothing. It's kind of a hike. There's no road or nothing like that. That's when me and Thomas, I'll use the Rig 'em Right Refuge Runner decoy bag. I've had that for 2 years. The one Thomas uses, I don't even think they make it anymore. I want to say that was a Banded. Banded makes some other ones now, but I want to say that was a Banded decoy bag. Oh, wait. No, I lied to you. It's Avery. It's called the Avery Decoy Backpack. That's actually right now on Zoompos. You can find it for $86. That's even cheaper. And to be honest with you, I almost like that one better. Actually, that's not exactly what Tom's has, but that is for sure the brand. It was Avery. I don't know if they make the exact one Tom's has, but it's pretty close. So what it is, it's a 12-slot decoy bag. That's a backpack that folds. You basically, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a clamshell kind of. So when you open it up, you can have access to put all the decoys in a dozen. Probably fit a little bit more than that if they're teal, especially if they're mallards, you can only fit 12. Maybe 11 decoys and one spinner or vice versa. You close it up, you clamp it closed, and then it's like a backpack. And then you can also put in, like on the side, you'll put your gun and you'll clamp that in. And it's a pretty slick. If I didn't have the Refuge Runner, I'd probably buy that one. It looks like they have a new one that actually has 2 slots to put spinners in separately, and then your gun on the side. That one's pretty slick. Like I said, I have the Rig 'em Right Refuge Runner, and really, it was pretty much made for the California boys. Honestly, people that hunt refuges. I know most states have refuges, and Washington has them that you can walk in with the roads and all that. I know a lot of states do. Okay, I'm a California guy, so that's what I was using. But anyways, the Rig 'em Right Refuge Runner bag has a slot for the spinner pole, and then it's got the slot for the spinner. Sometimes if I ain't using a spinner though, and I'm using like a pulsator, I'll stick that in the side or something else. And then it's got 3 clamps on the top. It's got another couple little pockets you can throw stuff. So I really like it. I feel like Thomas's is more compact and more like tight. I feel like the Refuge Runner, no matter how tight you make those side straps, I feel like the gun's flopping a little bit. I don't like that. I like everything kind of super tight and tied down. But anyways, those are 2 options. They're really nice, either one. And the Rig 'em Right Refuge Runner comes in both colors. It comes in the Max. Well, actually, it's the Sitka color, the Marsh, and then it comes in the Timber color as well, I believe, because Rig 'em Right got that patent for that pattern to use as well. Anyways, that's where if you want to take like 12 to 16 decoys, okay, that is the best option. I don't know what it is that people are taking that so much. I think we just overpack. Because what I can do in that too, I can put my, what's it called? My, oh my word. I work till wee hours of the morning, so now I'm recording in the morning. My brain goes blank as it always does. That's probably why you guys always, how's he always go blank? Well, It's called lack of sleep. Dry back. I needed a shot of Mountain Dew. Dry bag. Okay, so my 30-liter dry bag that I ordered from Amazon for dirt cheap. I have my other stuff, my calls, snacks, shells, my other stuff in there, and then I roll that up real tight and stick that in the top and then buckle the top. So that's my setup. I don't know what else people try to take that overwhelms them. I have been there, done that. I've taken those big sack Decoy bags that are so weighted down they're slapping the back of your calves. It's miserable. I've been there, done that. It's overkill. Work smarter rather than hard. That's what my daddy always told me. Work smarter rather than harder. But now let's go even lighter, okay? Let's go the next step. And I've done some videos of this stuff on YouTube. Let's go the next step down, okay? And again, it's really a mindset thing because the question really is I've got too much gear. How do I downgrade? That's something you've got to make yourself do. You've got to realize, don't put all your confidence in your decoys or put all your confidence in your calling. Those are necessary things that you got to have. Totally, I understand that. But don't think, oh, if I don't have 60 decoys, I'm not going to get them in. The real big question is getting in the right spot. And again, Thomas and I brought that up in the last episode about getting on the X. Like, that trumps everything right out the gate. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be on the X. And doesn't mean that you didn't scout hard. It's just this. I mean, being on the X to me, I know people will just kind of take that lightly, I think, sometimes. But being on the X is where, like, you don't have to have any decoys out. You don't have to call. You can sit there and sometimes even stand up in the spot and birds are wanting to land on you. That, to me, is on the X. And 9 times out of 10, we are not on the X. I don't care what anybody says. You may be in a spot that is popular for the birds and they like to go to. But being on the X, in my mind, I've been in situations, I've been standing in the decoys and standing there wide open and they're landing in the decoys 5 feet from me. That is on the X. Being where they like to be, that's good, and that's what we strive for, but there is a difference. So, but even if you're where they want to be, it doesn't take but more than 6 to 12 decoys. You're just gonna have to force yourself and experience that for yourself, because hearing somebody say it, like myself, other people, it's hard to fully believe it, right? Because you haven't been there, haven't done that, haven't seen that yet. I can't tell you how many birds I've killed over 2 or 3 decoys. A lot. Because there's times and there's places that I gotta go that I'm like, I cannot carry all this stuff. I'm not doing it. It's way too far, and the pockets are small. So like where the birds are, especially mallards. If you got a pocket or a hole of water that's only the size of a like a big old pool, little above ground pool that you buy from Costco, like the big ones, the 4 foot deep ones. If that's as small as your holes, 1 decoy, 2 at the max with motion is the only way that you're gonna get that in there. But hold on a second, I gotta answer this. Thomas call me. See if he can jump on. But max, because of the motion. Now again, I don't feel like teal like those really small stuff. So like for the general population, like if you're in a hole that's really good with teal, the awesome thing about teal is they're light. So with teal you can use blue wings, green wings, cinnamon teal, which I'm not going to say something about that. There's not really decoys out there for that. Like one company makes them right now, I think. But they like a bigger hole, to land in. And sometimes they commit, sometimes they don't. They'll just keep coming in really close, super close, and if they're coming in a pack of 20, they'll come in, then they'll kind of come out. Teal are kind of goofy sometimes like that, green wings. But the good thing about, like I said, the teal decoys is you can double up So, let me ask you this. Let me throw these scenarios. I'm shooting from the hip and I'm throwing you guys all these scenarios. What about, well, I'm going to a mallard spot but I want a lot of decoys. I really want, okay, think about this for a second. Why don't you grab some 24 green wings? Is the same weight or less than 12 mallards. Get that pack, double up each slot, put 2 green wings in, and take that back there and get more bang for your buck. You're like, well, it's not matching it. Yes, I know that I've killed a lot of mallards over green wing decoys too. Sometimes mallards are really, I guess for lack of a better word, racial. Like they just don't sometimes like mix them with other birds and other flocks. So it just depends. But then at the other times I've killed them over them. So you don't know, but you're not gonna know until you try. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give you options. You could go to be lighter. My next move down would be the dry back. And that dry back, this is what I've done. I can't tell how many times I do this. I'll take 2 decoys and I'll use the Dakota packables, crunch them up, open the thing, let the air out. My wife, everybody wants to talk to me when I'm trying to record a podcast. Oh my word. Whatever you want to do. If you want to go, go. We're getting ready to go camping, and my wife's thinking about going up with her sisters and setting up the tents. So get ready for that. We're gonna have a lot of camping sessions. I thought about that there, and I was like, I'm gonna call those camping sessions, or I don't know what I'll call them. Campsite sessions. Campsite sessions. That's what they'll be called. So you're gonna see a lot of episodes probably a couple weeks from now. Tons of them coming up and a lot of different guests, a lot of people, because we're up there just hanging out with friends. We've been doing it for my whole life. Up in the mountains, shooting bows, shooting guns. So I'm going to shoot my 20 gauge. I might make a video up there actually when I'm up there with my 28 gauge and let you guys see the details with that. We go on dirt bike rides. I actually don't have a dirt bike this year. I had a CRF 450X for quite a long time. I missed that bike actually. I don't remember what year it was, but anyways, got to get another one. Take baths in the creek, ice cold, freeze your cojones off. What else? Sit around, and we got to be careful with this. We can't really have fires, but there's other ways you can, like, there's little, they call it solo stoves. They're contained. So we do that. What else? What else we do up there, man? Just literally just sit in a camp chair, read a book, and drink Mountain Dew. How else does it get any better than that? Somebody tell me. If you know something better than that, besides duck hunting, tell me. Hanging out with family and friends, doing dominoes, playing Moon. I don't know if any of you guys ever played any Moon. Oh, man. Drinking sweet tea, eating like a hog. Sounds good. Can't wait. If you've never done camping, never went camping, you got to do it. Get the old tent out. We're pretty spoiled, though, because I started taking mattresses. I ain't sleeping on the ground no more. I'm like, forget that. Those days are over with. But, yeah, we take a couple twin mattresses. Me and my wife slide them together, put it in the tent. I got, like, solar power, got a generator, so we can have, make some... I make coffee, and when everyone's sleeping still, I make coffee in the little, the one that you put on the camp stove, the percolator. I really enjoy that, but then, when you want just a quick cup of coffee, I'll turn the generator on and we'll take the little instant coffee ones, the Keurigs and stuff. But anyways, it got a little sidetracked. So, and I'm sure my wife will interrupt me again here because that's okay. See if she's going to actually go up there with him. Actually, that would be kind of nice if she did the work. She get the camp set, but I don't have to worry about it. But last but not least, going light on gear and try not to take too much. Again, you got to build confidence in this and see it work for yourself, because then no one can convince you otherwise, right? But like a guy like me telling you that, you're like, kind of questionable. But you can use the dry bag, I would suggest if you're going to get one, you can I'm going to pull it up right now because I want a 40 liter. I have a 30 liter right now, but I've had it for 2 or 3 years. It doesn't leak. It's a dry bag again. I put everything I need in it. It's my little backpack. I don't even use blind bags anymore. None of that stuff and I know people are starting to make dry bags, dry blind bags, I guess would be the term, but it's like, I don't care. I don't need the camo. It has nothing to do with all that. It's just, I need it waterproofed and I'm going to go with the cheapest option. Believe it or not, I know that's a shocker to some. Some people think we got to have all this high quality stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It's what I believe in and what works the best and what's the best deal for what you get. Okay. The brand that I use is Earth/Pack. Go on Amazon, just type in Earth/Pack dry bag. And they're so stinking cheap, guys. And a lot of them, most all of them, the bigger ones, I think from the 30 liter and up, have backpack straps. Okay, for some reason this one doesn't. Let me go to 40 liter. I think that's not. Oh, yeah, we go. Yeah. So let me see here. Yeah, 30 liter. So they have the 10 liter, which is super small, which has like a shoulder strap, one shoulder strap. The 20 liter has a shoulder strap. The 30 has backpack straps, and that's what I use. Thomas, his says 40, but we were talking, they almost like identical. I think they a little bit misconceiving there. I think it may have got mislabeled because we believe both ours are the same size, and then they go all the way up to 55. If you're a guy that likes to really take extra, but believe it or not, with the 30 liter, I can throw my calls, my shells, my snacks, which I don't take a lot of snacks. What else do I put in there? And then I'll put my hoodie or my jacket in there, like walking out because it gets hot, so I don't want to get sweaty, so I'll put it in there. Then when I get out and get everything set up, I'll put it on if it's cool. Or if it gets hot, I'll throw it in there. That all fits inside there. To me, everything I need. And to boot, I've put 2 Dakota packable decoys, so open the back end of it, let all the air out, squish it up. That's what they're made for. Stuff it in there, and then 1 pulsator. Or the Motion Ducks spreader, which folds up into hardly nothing with the weight and the string. And then when you get out there, those 2 decoys that you pack down in there, those are what you're going to set up to your system. Because the Motion Ducks is set up for 4, but you don't have to put 4 on there. You can put 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that is what we do. And then you got your gun, which is on a shoulder sling. So you wear that backpack and that. If you're like going light, like extreme lightweight, that's the setup. And I did a video of that on YouTube, I believe, beginning of last season. So you can go back and watch that. And that, just go in the playlist if you want to cheat. But anyways, they go all the way up to 55 liters. But let me tell you, with the 30 liter that I own, $32.99, guys. Like, that's so cheap for what you can get. If you were to buy that same thing with it camoed out and all these zippers and all this stuff, that would cost you probably $100 plus, $150. You can get this for $32.99. You can get the 40 liter for $37.99, and then the 55, if you really want to make sure you have the room, you can get it for $41.99. The color I get is what they call forest green, and then they have black, blue, which obviously orange. You're not going to buy none of those for hunting, but I get the forest green. It's perfect. You literally throw your stuff in there when it's time to hunt. You roll it, clip it, and you can throw it in the water. I mean, me and Thomas will throw it in the water, like in the toolies in the water, so there's no worries. It's raining. Who cares? So I love that dry bag. I probably will use that thing forever. There's other brands out there. They might be just as cheap. I don't know, but I just had the confidence in that one, and it lasts. So anyways, they're really starting to, people, in fact, Earth/Pack is actually coming out with like 85 liters with a few zippers, but I don't know. You can take a look. Hey, I mean, everybody's different. They have some pretty cool ones on here if you really go look. So just throwing that out there for you guys. Again, I've got too much gear. I'm trying to really downgrade. Just put some confidence in your spot. Put confidence in maybe your calling abilities or maybe your hiding abilities, really. I just can hide really good. And motion. Don't go without motion. If it's not windy, got to have that motion, guys. So you don't have to have as many. I'd rather have 2 motion than 24 stagnant. I'm beating the horse here, but go in there, believe me from experience, and then message me, email me that it worked. It worked this season, you know? Try it out. It will work. I promise you it will. Have confidence in that. So I want to go over that. Guys, do us a favor and rate us on and review us. Write a review on Apple Podcasts if it helps you. Please keep writing reviews. That's what helps that kind of spread the love. Spotify, also rate it. You guys have been broke us well over 100 reviews or stars on Spotify. And you guys did that fast. It's super easy. Also on YouTube, if you like to watch it, or if you just like to listen on YouTube and you don't really want to listen on those other platforms, go on YouTube, The MVM Show. Give us a thumbs up on those videos if they help you on the actual video themselves. And then subscribe, please. I know we got more subscribers. We're like 800 and almost 40. It's like I almost stopped doing the YouTube thing. I honestly did. Because it was just like staying 200-300. And then last season, you guys, it really blew up. And I try to make this helpful to you guys. I really want to help you guys and give you the information that you need to be successful and to talk and to hear somebody with experience. I have so much to learn. We'll always be learning. But as I learn, as I progress, I try to pass it on and help you people that haven't. So thanks for listening in. Go follow us on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe to the MVM Show YouTube channel. We'll see you guys on the next one.